As a single dad, do you feel torn between being a great father and having a fulfilling love life? Here's a client story. John, a divorced dad of two, felt guilty carving out time for dating. He wondered that pursuing love meant neglecting his kids, until he discovered this mindset shift I'll share with you today. So in this video, you'll learn the following: how to master the single dad balancing act, how to prioritize your love life without shortchanging your children, and how to model healthy relationships for your kids. So let's get started, but first, click on the subscribe button down below before we proceed further. Because here's the truth about the real problem single dads face. Single dads are pulled into a million directions, leaving their love life on the back burner. And that's unfortunate, because they struggle to justify spending precious free time on dates when their kids or business need them. I call that the time scarcity trap. But not only that, many divorced fathers feel selfish. Selfish for making space for romance. They worry their children will feel abandoned or resentful if they pursue a relationship. And this guilt keeps them stuck and lonely. And I call that the guilt spiral, because it just spirals down. Now, the root cause of this, and it's important to understand, is that single dads often have a limiting belief that being a good father means sacrificing their own needs and happiness. And they fail to see that nurturing their love life is a gift to their children, not a detraction. So let's start with strategy number 1. Eliminating single dad dating guilt. Lots of dads want to shower their kids with their attention, constant presence, constant involvement, and sometimes borders over control. And it may be because their own dads were absent perhaps when they were growing up, and they simply don't want to be like their own father to their kids. So instead of pursuing activities that fulfill them, be it finding romance and lasting love, or even just taking time for themselves, care for themselves, like going on a trip, going on a hike, going to the gym, exercising, meeting friends, going to social events and pursuing their interests and passion, well, they focus too much on their kids because of that guilt. Now, the negative consequence that's important to understand here is that the kids learn that they will need to sacrifice their own happiness for the idea it will make someone else happy somehow, someday. Now, ask yourself, is that really a lesson you want your kids to learn? So here's the truth about this. Children thrive when their parents model self-love, personal fulfillment, and healthy intimacy. And when they grow up, that's what they will get out of life for themselves. So pursuing a passionate relationship really for you is one of the best things a single dad can do for their kids. Because think about it. Dating is really an opportunity to demonstrate positive relationship dynamics and emotional intelligence to their kids, provided you got, but if you don't have emotional intelligence, watch my other videos and you're gonna get it. In doing that, single dads would be providing a roadmap for their kids' future happiness. So what I want you to do right now, and you know, in all my videos, I give you homework. I want you to journal on the qualities and values you want to embody as a role model for your children in love and in relationships. And I want you to reflect on how investing in your love life aligns with being an incredible father. Now, don't overthinking, just put like 3, 5, maybe 10 minutes in it, and feel proud of yourself because you've done an incredible act and the first step on becoming an even better father than you already are. That being said, here's key strategy number 2, making space for love with a packed schedule. So here are 4 productivity hacks and time management tools. The first is the concept of time blocking, which is deliberately scheduling focused blocks of time for specific activities. Now, I encourage you to block out protected time each week for self-care, dating, and treating those slots as unbreakable commitments. The second one is the power of the Pomodoro technique for busy dads. If you don't know what that is, Google, I highly recommend. So what it is, it's breaking work into 25-minute hyper-focused intervals with 5-minute breaks in between. Now, after 4 Pomodoros, take a longer 15 to 20 minutes break. This, what it does, it maximizes productivity so that you can free up quality time for love and for your parenting. Now, the third one is the 2-minute rule to prevent procrastination and time wasting. If a task will take 2 minutes or less, like sending a flirty text, do it immediately. Those 2-minute tasks add up to massive progress over time. Lastly, put technology by your side. Now, you can use time-saving apps like Rescue Time, which automatically tracks how you spend your time. You can use Todoist, which is to-do list and task manager, and Focus Me, which blocks distracting websites, allowing you to unleash productivity. Now, all those links to the software and the website are in the description right below. Now, what's also important to do is to prepare your kids for your new dating life. So here are a couple of scripts you can use with your kids. Script number 1 for kids, younger kids. You know how much I love being your dad. You're the most important thing in the world to me. I also think it's important for grown-ups to spend time with other grown-ups that they care about. So some nights I'm going to go have dinner with a special friend, kind of like our play dates, but for adults. I'll always make sure you're taken care of, and I'll be there to tuck you in later. What questions do you have for me about this? This script is relatively easy. You can embed it to your own situation. Now, for older kids, it can be slightly different. Like, as you know, being a great dad is my top priority. You also may have noticed that since your mom and I split up, I haven't been dating much. I'm realizing that needs to change. Having love and companionship is important for me to be happy and fulfilled, which makes me an even better father to you. So I'm going to start prioritizing my dating life alongside our family time. My relationship with you, I want you to know, will always come first, and I'll be totally open with you about this new chapter. Now, I'm wondering how you feel about this, and if you have any concerns we should talk through. Now, what I want you to do about is to pull up your calendar for the next 4 weeks and choose and block at least 3 hours per week of non-negotiable me time for the next month. Now, label these blocks Love Life Power Hours in your calendar, or whichever other name you prefer. Now, during these slots, you'll have to turn off all the notifications, arrange any necessary childcare, and focus only on fueling your love life. Now, you can divide those hours in 3 ways. 1 hour for self-care, that is meditation, exercising, reading, journaling, on love life vision, whatever else. 1 hour of date planning, which is swiping on apps, messaging potential matches, setting up dates. And 1 hour of actual dating, virtual or in-person meetups, or phone calls to practice connecting with potential partners. Or you can go out there in the world and do that as well. So by taking massive imperfect action, you'll be building unstoppable momentum in calling in your ideal partner. Now, at the end of these 4 weeks, what you need to do is assess what worked, what didn't, and commit to another 4 weeks of necessary work with necessary tweaks. Now, this assignment is really about honoring yourself and making sure that you have the space for epic love, for building that 1 hour at a time. So, of course, if you want much more than a productivity hack, you should watch my webinar and apply to my program, Single Dads Thriving, where I will be working alongside you on your total transformation, ensuring you find your healthy, intimate, lasting relationship. Here is key strategy number 3, involving your kids in your dating journey. Now, some dads want to keep it a secret, what they do, with who, but that's a mistake. Here are 3 ways to naturally involve your kids in your dating life while deepening your bond with them. After appropriate dates that you had, you can share highlights with your kids. Hey, we went to mini golfing and got 2 hole-in-ones. It was so much fun. Let them experience your joy and see your value adult relationships. Another way is ask for their input on date ideas, restaurants or small gifts. Hey, you know, I'm thinking about taking Sarah to the park for a picnic. Which sandwich should I pack? Turkey or veggie wrap? That shows that their opinion matters. Now, when the time is right, express your hopes for the future. Hey, you know what? I really like spending time with Maria. She makes me so happy, and I hope we keep growing closer. This kind of involvement really helps your kids feel secure, not threatened by your vision. The key here is to have open, honest, and constant communication about your love life. This minimizes loyalty conflicts and maximizes stability. All right, so here is your assignment number 3 for this video. I want you to plan a special outing with your kids where you practice embodying dual roles. So one is being a dad, and the other one taking time for you. So maybe it's cooking a nice dinner, then going out to ice cream. And what I want you to do is really appreciate how it feels to nurture your bond as a father and celebrate taking care of your own heart. You can do this. Okay? So to sum it up, with these strategies that I shared here, single dads can finally release the guilt, make space for epic love, and model healthy relationship for their children. Now, when they do it right, they'll be unstoppable in creating the family life of their dream. Now, if you're currently challenged to get into a healthy, lasting, intimate relationship and you're a single dad, I invite you to get familiar with a 4-step proven system that helps you find epic love. And then if you like what you see, you can schedule your breakthrough call with me, where I'll help single dads create an action plan to build unshakable confidence, attract a ideal partner, and nurture a thriving family dynamic. The link to watch that webinar is in the description. So I urge you to take ownership of your life and of your happiness, because guess what? No one else will do that for you. So be bold, take action, take care.